ਵਿੱਚ ਨੇ ਸਟੈਗ ਗੇਮ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਹੁਣ ਸਿੱਧੀ ਬਹੁਤਾ ਕਰਦੀ ਨਾ ਚੈਟ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਿਰੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤਾਜ ਕਦੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਕੈਬ ਰੱਖਾਂ ਬੰਨ ਕੇ ਰੇ ਕੰਨ ਯੂਕੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਸ਼ ਆਜੋ ਜੀਨੇ ਹੋਣਾ ਮੂਰੇ ਖੜੇ ਆ ਪਰ ਹੋਣਾ ਦੇਖ ਚੱਕ ਦਿੰਦਾ ਇੱਕੋ ਬਿੱਲੋ ਫੈਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਜੱਟ ਬਣ ਠਣ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਕਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾਮ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਜੱਟ ਬਣ ਠਣ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਕਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾਈਕੀ ਡੈਕੇ ਆ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਰੀਸ ਸਾਈਡ ਬੈਗ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੌਂਦ ਦੂਜੇ ਬੈਗ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੀਸ ਥੱਲੇ 4G ਦੇ ਰਿਮ ਕਦੇ ਰਾਤ ਕਦੇ ਦਿਨ ਬੜੇ ਚਾੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉੱਤੇ ਯਾਰ ਬੈਠੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਿਨ ਜੱਟ ਆ ਤਿਆਰ ਨਾਲੇ ਖੜੇ ਆੜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਛੱਡ ਦੇਣਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਵੈਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਜੱਟ ਬਣ ਠਣ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਕਹਿਰ ਨਾਮ ਮਿੱਤਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਚੱਲੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹ ਜੱਟ ਬਣ ਠਣ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਕਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ
Asian Star Radio, good evening and welcome to the programme, final hour of the show. Well, as I said, I did promise you our live studio guest and we'll be speaking to this lovely lady in just a moment, but not before we remind all our listeners of, well, she's done a whole catalogue of songs and music, but let's have a listen to this one.
Me that to turn you up, the remix. Turn you up, the remix. Me that to turn you up, the remix. Turn you up. The music is slow, we're sitting real close, the perfect setting, yeah.
Heart is racing faster, you should be.
So let me show you the feelings that I have for you, 'cause
I just wanna turn you on.
baby, can you turn me on?
I just wanna turn you on.
Can you turn me on? I just wanna. Touch, I feel so much. Loving you is easy.
Emotions running wild, no never.
So let me take you to a place that you've never been there.
I just wanna turn you on.
Baby, can you turn me on?
I just wanna turn you on.
Can you turn me on? Me that to turn you up, the remix. Turn you up. I just wanna.
Asian Star Radio, very good evening then, here we are then into the final hour of drive time. It's Ray C right about now, and she is the lovely Veronica. We can just see each other behind the screens. How are you, Veronica?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yes.
It's been a real while.
It has been a while.
You're still looking as young as ever.
Oh, thank you.
So, we're listening to a track in the background, and it's with Mumsy Stranger.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, if we span back a number of years, you've been involved in the Asian music scene for some time, haven't you?
Yes.
Some of you, some of you are just hearing Veronica now, it's because you weren't born. Because Veronica's been around doing loads of great music and vocals a long time ago. Actually, when I was first into the business as well. So, firstly, Veronica, tell us a little bit about your background for some of those. Let's imagine there are some listeners out there right about now who haven't come across you, right? There's only a few of them, but we want to just give them an insight of the Veronica world.
Well, I've been in the music scene for like nearly 30 years now. Started off, singing in my bedroom, in my hairbrush, little dictaphone, and
As you do, yeah.
yeah, as you do. And then, realized that this is my passion, this is what I want to do, and started getting out there on the Asian scene. I met up with Rishi Rich, the producer, and did some stuff on Too Cool. Then we made a band together, which was called VR1. And we did like a couple of albums called Voices, and some amazing
Veronica
albums.
Rishi, yeah, back
Yes.
in the day. I remember those Hindi remixes, and they were very unique. And I remember playing them on a radio station that I used to do then. And I tell you what, they were absolutely put together, very, very nice. Obviously,
Thank
Rishi's a
you.
good producer, and you're a great vocalist. You came together as a great duo.
Thank you.
And some of that stuff, those Hindi romantic mixes that you
Yes.
came out with, well, absolutely fantastic. They kind
Oh,
of blew me
thank
away.
you.
We used to play loads of them, and I remember that's when I first came across yourself.
Yeah.
I thought, well, this girl is really talented on the vocals.
Oh, thank you.
So fantastic stuff. So your kind of career
Yes.
stemmed from there,
Yes.
working with Rishi Rich, and,
Yeah.
and then moving up.
Yeah.
And so when those Hindi the Hindi remixes came around, what happened
Yes.
after that?
Then I got a mainstream deal, and I went out and I did my tracks, and I did like Girls Gotta Have Fun, and songs like that, and
Show Me Love.
Yeah, Show Me Love. See, I can't even remember. I've done so much stuff that you forget when you've
I
done.
remember.
I need a discography.
I love some of the tunes that you've done, so I know which ones are great, and some of the beats, and just some of them are really mainstream stuff.
Yes,
So how
exactly.
did the mainstream treat you?
You know what? It was amazing, and it was a lot of hard work, but it was so brilliant to get that love, and everybody was like, wow, this is the first Asian female, and and so they were all jumping on that bandwagon, but it was just such a brilliant part of my journey.
Right, okay. So now I know you got a new single. We'll talk
Yes.
about that in just a moment. But again, I've got a couple of tunes that I want to play before
Yes.
we get to the latest single. However, I mean, it's been a bit of a gap since
Yeah.
you emerged. I mean, there was a time I kind of thinking, where has Veronica gone? Has she packed it up? Has she retired from the music business?
Yeah.
What happened?
So unfortunately, I got really sick. I got breast cancer.
Oh, right.
And
okay.
I just had to kind of back away, and I had 3 young children, and it was a very difficult time.
Yeah,
very, very
I
difficult
can
time.
certainly, imagine, yeah.
But, after going through that and being very, very fortunate to still be here,
Yeah.
I felt that I wanted to turn a very negative situation into something positive, and
Fantastic.
there's nothing more positive than music. It's such a great force. So I was like, I'm not sure if I want to go back, but I have to,
I think cancer is such a thing. When I suppose my wife's gone through it, and it means that you get another chance at life.
Absolutely.
And you don't want to leave any stone unturned.
That's it.
You
No
wanna
regrets.
you want to make sure you live life to the max.
That's it.
And people who aren't, thankfully not gone through cancer, they maybe take things in life for granted.
Yeah.
But when you go through such a kind of disease, which is so common amongst women at the moment,
It is.
and it's prevalent out there, it's something that they go through and they come back out as a totally different person.
No, absolutely, I
and
agree.
they look at life in a very different way.
Yes, definitely. You have to, like you said, it's a second chance, and life's too short. So, why not do what you love?
Absolutely, and you love music, and
Absolutely.
so that is the reason why you haven't been around for a
Yes.
little while. How many years since the last single came out?
Well, in terms of my own album, I think it was, it was Rush. It was 20. What was it? 20 something.
I think Rush.
2011, 2010. I
God,
think.
Wow.
But I did my Bollywood stuff in between as well, and Mere Dil Mein, Half Girlfriend, that came out 2017,
Right.
and then I did the Ve Mahi with Arijit Singh,
Oh yes, yes.
and that was 2021. So I still had my foot still in there.
yeah. No, that was great stuff. So, is it right in saying that you're coming back full time into the
Yes,
business? Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Full-fledged.
Full-fledged, and we're going to be watching that. Okay, when you said Rush, I said, oh, I remember that. Very catchy tune you came out with, Rush. So let's have a quick listen to that and remind some of our listeners exactly the talents of Veronica, who's now back in full force back into the music business and to give us some of the entertaining stuff she gave us many moons ago. So let's have a listen to this song, which was hugely popular back in the day. Can you remind us which year this was, Rush?
2011, I think.
2011, okay. Well, let's have a listen. And who's the vocals on this?
It's a sample.
Yeah.
That's a sample, which we used before everybody got their hands on it.
Okay, let's have a listen to it. In the background is Veronica's great vocals there, and she's live in the studio. Thank you, Veronica, for making the effort to come down to see us here at Asian Star Radio. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here, and we're reliving some of the past greatest hits that you've got there, and there's a string of them, and we just spoke about a few of them there. Now, February brings Valentine's Day, and these romantic mixes used to come pouring through radio station letterboxes, and yours and Rishi's was always one that used to go there, and it was just fantastic to listen to some of the I think the evergreen romantic songs brought back to life, but in a very kind of sophisticated way.
Yes,
which was nice.
R&B. Yes, that was our thing.
Because people have covers and they actually ruin them.
Yes,
and that's something that I kind of like. For me, is a really bad thing.
Yeah.
Jubin Nautiyal, who is a Bollywood plagiarism guy, who picks up everybody's song. You heard of him, right?
I think so.
Jubin is a playback singer, very famous in Bollywood.
Yeah.
And he has built his career on singing covers. And he has now become very famous, but he's from my point of view, he's a plagiarist. But there you go, it is what it is. So anyway, we're talking, for those of you who've just joined us, Veronica is in the studio today, and that's her song in the background, but we are just sort of like gearing ourselves up to listen to her latest single, which is called Gone, but she's not going anywhere. No. She's coming back. I don't know if she should come up with something like coming back, not Gone. She's coming back, but her single is called Gone with Rishi Rich, and we're going to play that for you shortly. Now, when you were in the peak of your career, did you do some travelling and do some music recordings abroad?
Yes, we were literally on a plane every week. Pack your bag and then live out of a suitcase. It was